Calendly has a unique pricing page strategy. It works for self-serve, it works for mid-market, it works for enterprise. That's really hard to pull off. Should you copy it? Now, they ran this great test that shows it works even for big ticket, complex enterprise pricing. Now, I get it. It sounds a little too good to be true. That's what I thought too. You've probably heard these objections, like having a pricing page is going to scare away prospects, or now our competitors will know our price. I'm gonna let you know on a secret. They already know it. In the next 90 seconds, you're going to see the data behind why this pricing strategy works and what it means for you. Welcome to the Conversion Lab. I'm Sahil Patel, the CEO of Spiralyze, and I've run A/B tests for hundreds of brands to find out what actually works. Industry fact, pricing pages are the #1 or #2 most visited pages. In fact, for some websites, the pricing page gets more traffic than the homepage. And you may not realize this, but the traffic is incredibly high intent, because if they're looking at your pricing, it means they're at least thinking about your value proposition. Here's why this matters today. Not next quarter, not next year, right now. You miss out on a ton of conversions if you don't have a pricing page. Now, some companies just don't want to show the price. They think it'll scare away customers. So they put up a pricing page and they don't show the pricing. Now, this is like pulling up to McDonald's and not seeing the pricing on the menu. What about if you have complex pricing, like a customized service or enterprise SaaS? The good news, there's a way to do this, and it's simpler than you think. Here's what Calendly did. Control on the left, variant on the right. And they showed a starting at $15K on their pricing page right here. In the control, it just said custom. So it was vague. Now, the first thing is it signals that you really do enterprise. It shows what the range is. And if you're an enterprise buyer, you know enterprise is going to cost more than everything else. And if you don't know that, you're not really an enterprise buyer. Now, they had this other problem, information overload. They did just 3 things to make this work. First, they put a tag right here called recommended. They set the default to bill yearly, and they showed you why it's a better option. You save 20%. This is like the easy button. It works really well because it reduces decision fatigue. Now, you might wonder, what if you have a lot of pricing plan options, like more than just 3 or 4? Well, Calendly had this problem too. So they ran a different test. I'm going to show you that test right now. Here's the control, here is the variant. And in the control, they ran 5 columns. And in the variant, they ran 4 columns. And it turned out 4 columns performed better than 5 columns. 5 is just too many for your audience to consider. Is this just a one-off? Does it work only for Calendly? We wondered the same thing. So we've tested this over and over and over. It worked for Gusto. It worked for Deel. It worked for CodeSignal. So yes, you should show pricing. And if you have complex pricing, show a range. A great way to do it is to show a pricing starting at X, like Calendly did. Now, if you like this, check out my game show, CRO Crimes, where we battled out over landing pages, and the winner gets $100 for their charity. And if you learned something from today, leave a comment below. Where have you seen pricing work? Thanks for watching.